So we've all at some point in time heard the phrase, money is the root of all evil. Uh, I don't like this phrase. I shouldn't say that I don't like it, but I don't think that it's true. I don't necessarily believe that money is evil per se. I think that money is a natural extension of energy. So I like to see money as, in a way, a form of energy. It's money is a way that, okay, let's say it like this. Um, Money is a way that energy is transferred. Social energy is transferred through society. So man is a social animal. We survive by social constructs. We're kind of similar to bees or ants. And in a way, I even think that this is the same force or the same tendency, just the way that cells in the body organize. So once upon a time, we had single-celled organisms. We still do, of course, but over time, through evolution or whatever you want, whatever way you want to describe that force, single-celled organisms came together and became multi-celled organisms. So even a body, we're really an aggregation of a vast colony or a vast ecosystem of single-celled organisms that have coagulated to form a single entity. And that's how human society is. And please forgive me if I get the biology wrong, but just as in our single cell, just as in our body, there's chemical means of exchanging energy. So it might be blood, or it might be ADP. Just like in a plant or an animal, there's chemical means of exchanging energy. So the energy first comes from the sun, and then it's absorbed. Let's say plants absorb energy, and that energy is consumed by animals, and then animals consume each other. So there's this life, is this structure of this give and take and play of energy. And as a mother is pregnant with a child, she's giving energy. She's taking energy from the environment and giving it to this child. And so sometimes that energy in the exchange of life, sometimes that energy is given, sometimes that energy is taken. So money is the natural current, literally currency of an exchange of energy, in society. Sometimes it's given, sometimes it's taken. It's a store of value. It's a store of belief, expectation, but it's basically the exchange of energy. So, if you work a job, you do manual labor, you go out and you work all day and you get paid for your time. So, so money is a compensation of your energy. And then you take that money and you buy food, and you buy shelter, you pay rent. It's an exchange, again, it's exchange of energy, storing and exchange of energy. So I'm going to do some more hacking with science. I don't take this stuff seriously, folks. So, I'm not trying to really be a scientist. But so what is it? Einstein, E equals mc squared. So energy is mass times the speed of light squared. Well, I don't know the exact equation, but somewhere in the equation, the function that makes energy, information. So information is a component of energy. Order, structure is a component of energy. It takes energy to create order and structure. So information is and some people might even say, depending on how you look at it, information can be thought or consciousness. So, does information equal consciousness? Does information equal thought? Is thought, information and energy? I don't know. But there's definitely a relationship. So there's a relationship between energy and information. I don't know what constants or whether it's I don't think it's inverse, but I don't know what constants, what coefficients, but there's definitely a relationship between energy and information and matter. So matter is composed of energy, of course, and it's the that's as far as I'm going to go for now. So I say that, I go into that to say I want to take that analogy back to money, and I want to take that analogy back to the exchange and the creation of money. So I see it. I don't see it as something man-made. I see it as a natural extension of the exchange and ebb and flow of energy that's already been going on. So I see, it's a natural extension of, I see it as a natural extension of that same life cycle. Energy comes from the sun and is absorbed by plants, and the plants are eaten by animals, and the animals exchange energy through feeding and birthing and, rearing and, and eating. So, and the animals, interact with other animals, and that give and take and exchange, man, the social animal, created money. And I know that some people might say, oh, you just contradicted yourself. It's, you said money was not man-made. What I'm saying is, and sometimes I have to clarify what I'm saying as I say it. Sometimes I understand. I have these thoughts and these concepts, and sometimes by speaking they come out. But I'm just saying that I believe that money is an extension of the pre-existing evolution of energy exchange that is life, that is all living things, that is all life. So life, there's been this increase in complexity from the very beginning, or whether it's the beginning or just a part of a cycle, greater cycle, but we can at least see in part of the cycle this increase in complexity, from these very simple, not even before single-celled organisms, just simple things like viruses that they're not even cells, and this increase in complexity, and as they work together and exchange together, there's other mediums, biological mediums of energy exchange, blood or ADP or whatever, and then follow the analogy. So just as you have cells that come together, and there are other cells that exchange chemicals to exchange energy and to conserve energy, to maintain energy, and then you see these cells form multi-celled animals, and these multi-celled animals come together in social constructions, and you can see when you follow it that way, you can see the interchange of man using money as an exchange of value. You can see the analogy between money and, let's say, blood, or let's say the chemical ADP. Biologists and chemists, please forgive me. You can see it as an extension of the exchange of energy between living entities, or so that's all I want to say for now. Me, I don't see money, and I wouldn't recommend you seeing money as evil. It just is. And it is just as death is, life is. It just is. And it's an exchange of energy. So that's all for now. Cosmic Mystic. Subscribe to my channel. And please submit your thoughts, questions, comments below. Thank you.